real plan for this video today. I just wanted to do something that I very rarely do, which is like update you guys on my life and what's going on. I feel like when I started YouTube it was more of a video diary for me, so I would talk about like what I was doing in life. I mean, when I was 16, what I was doing in life was mostly crying in the toilets at school because someone had been mean to me, or drinking cider in a park. And actually not much has changed. I moved to London just over a year ago and I'm still in the same flat that I have always been in since moving here. I live with 2 other people. There's been a bit of like flatmate turnover, but now my sister is actually moving in with me, which is really exciting. The ultimate test. I get very like over-parenty and I'm not even her parent though, which is a problem. Like, I'm a very anxious person, so if she's out late and I wake up in the night and I notice she's not there, I'm texting her like, where are you? Are you coming home soon? How many drinks have you had? Have you made eye contact with any boys? So I definitely need to chill. I have also started a new job, which is exciting. I'm only into my 3rd week there, so it's all very overwhelming and new. It's a job that I have never really done before in a kind of full-time capacity, which is as a video producer. So that may sound silly because I produce these videos, but it's very different kinds of video. I really liked my old job. I worked in social media. I had an amazing team of people that were like a family to me. I had been at my old job for 2 years and it was like my first ever office job, and I happily would have stayed there for longer, but this is just an opportunity that came up, and even though it's very scary, because you know I can do my old job and this is a new thing that I've never really done before, I just felt like sometimes you have to make that leap. And I feel like that's the kind of advice I would give to people but never necessarily follow. So now I have followed it and I have leapt, and there are dogs in the office, so that's good. In terms of like mental health, because that is something that I've talked about before on this channel, my mental health has been very up and down for the past few months. I don't know if any of you noticed, but sometimes I kind of just drop out of the video world a little bit. I used to make 2 videos a week, then that became 1 video a week. Sometimes there'll be a week where I'm like, yeah, I feel great, and I'll film like 3 videos and I'll put them all out and it'll be wonderful. But some of the time lately I've just felt so like fully exhausted, like emotionally and physically exhausted, that making YouTube videos just isn't something that I feel like I can do. It's more of a mental block. It's not like a time thing. I have time to do things and I'll set aside time like an evening to make a video, and then I'll just sit there and like really just can't find the will to like brush my hair or think of anything vaguely funny to say or have my face on camera. It can be difficult sometimes, but I know I'm very lucky. I go to therapy once every 2 weeks because therapy is kind of expensive, but that really helps. I find yoga really helps, mindfulness. Oh yeah, I started going to hot yoga because I'm a douchebag, but I love it. I don't think that there are any actual benefits to it being hot, like physically, except maybe you're more bendy. The real benefit that I found is that if you're really hot and sweating, then A, you're not self-conscious because you can't focus on anything else. Like, you can be dripping with sweat, but you just don't care that you're in a room full of 20 people. Also, that it's like the most intense mindfulness ever because you're so in the moment and just focusing on like moving from one position to another and focusing on your breathing. You just can't think about any of the things that are worrying you outside of that room. I can really see why people like get sucked into a cult of yoga because it does feel really good. Yoga is the only exercise I've been doing lately. It's one of those things that's like a cycle where I feel bad so I don't exercise, so I feel bad so I don't exercise. And I've also been eating terrible food, which is also part of the feeling bad thing. So I'm gonna try to make better choices and look after myself, and if any of you are also stuck in a rut, let's do it together. As a kind of unintentional last hurrah, I realized earlier that I ate 10 frozen potato waffles in less than 24 hours. That needs to stop. On a horrible note, Britain voted out. We're Brexiting. I think this is terrible. A lot of people who voted to leave also seem to think this is terrible, which is interesting. On a positive note, I just got back from Disneyland Paris and it was amazing. I went on Pirates of the Caribbean about 5 times. I got this, which is the whale shark character from Finding Dory. I think she's called Destiny. I haven't even seen Finding Dory yet. It's not out in the UK. I just got very, very attached to this whale shark because look at her face. Hope you've enjoyed this like very different video to usual. It just kind of feels like I don't really tell you guys what's going on anymore. I just like make a short video where I make jokes about something silly and kind of don't reveal anything personal about myself, but that's one of the things I like about YouTube is like connecting with people, so anyway, sorry for the fluctuating light in this video and goodbye.